If you're a parent or one day want to have kids or were once a kid yourself, I want you to imagine your child saying this to you. Dad or Mom, I'm unworthy of your love. I'm a lowly wretch who doesn't deserve to be your child. I'm just your servant, your slave, to do what you command, for I have no will of my own. I am your instrument to use as you desire. Take my mind, take my heart, take my body. I'm worth nothing. I am nothing. I'm not deserving of your love. I'm the worst person in the world. Now, if your kid said that to you, how would you feel as a parent? Would you think you did a bang-up job? Do you think that sounds like a healthy parent-child relationship? It sounds pretty abusive to me. That mindset is horrifying, and that's not the kind of relationship a loving parent would ever want with their kids. So why do we think our Father in heaven, which is how Jesus said we should understand God to be like, would be different? I mean, where's the hope and love of the early believers of Christ in that? Do you think the disciples followed Jesus feeling that way? Have you ever read the words of Jesus in his interactions in prayer with God? Do you think this is what Jesus meant when he said that his disciples would be known by their love for one another, and that we love because he first loved us? That he is the vine and we're the branches and all that good stuff? Do you think that the loving miracles of God that rocked the early church's world erupted from that abusive parent garbage? Do you think that the martyrs who gave their lives for God's love felt this way? That they were in a relationship with a parent who despised them? What about the men, women, and children of the early church who comforted the people of Rome throughout plagues and sicknesses so much the pagan emperor Julian the Apostate told his priests to be more like the Christians who helped the poor and the sick? Do you think they thought of their relationship with God in this way, that they were worms and wretches? No. They celebrated their faith and their relationship with God. They didn't mourn it. When Jesus taught his disciples how to pray, he said, pray like this: Our Father. Not my Father, as in just Jesus' Father, but our Father. Jesus showed that God wasn't a distant father who was angry with his kids. He was a father who was passionate and desired an active relationship with his children. Jesus didn't come to change God's mind about the world. Jesus came to change the world's mind and God's children's minds about their Father, because he first loved us. 1 John 4:19. For God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son. John 3:16. And if you've seen Jesus, you've seen the Father. John 14. You're not a worm. You were never regarded as a wretch. You're not trash, and you're not forgotten. You are a deeply loved child of a Father who wants to work with and through you to release his love upon an earth in desperate need. Because you were created to be you, a son or daughter of God. And children go about the family business naturally because it's part of their DNA. It's not outside in, it's inside out. You can polish that outside of the cup all day long with the false humility and all the stuff that goes with it, but it's what is inside that matters. Your cup should be filled to overflowing, and you overflow with whatever you are filled with. So what's flowing out of your cup onto others? Guilt, shame, inadequacy? Has the older brother convinced you that God is an abusive parent? Are you holding all that stuff inside, becoming calcified like a Dead Sea? Or is the love of God, because God is love, is that love bubbling out of your pores and out of your belly like living water, releasing life to those around you? Because no matter what you think you've done, the Father has not stopped scanning the horizon for you. And he's ready to embrace you, ready to place that ring of authority upon your finger, the robe of holiness and compassion upon your shoulders, and the shoes of restoration upon your feet, just as in Luke 15. Because you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. And it's time to start living like it. God bless.